6:43, Monday, headed home, just hit legs, had a solid leg workout, 315 for 3 sets of 5, plus I worked my way up to 315, and then I worked my way down from 315 in sets of anywhere between 5 to 8. Then I jumped on the leg. Well, I did a little bit of leg extensions. I did the box frame. So I did some glute ham raises, some side crunches, and some sit-ups. And at the end, I jumped on the leg press and did pretty solid on leg press, not gonna lie. I did as much as I could until I got up to 810, and at 810 I did 2 sets of 3 at 810. At 720 though, I did a set of 7. Everything else was sets of 8. So not the strongest guy in the world, definitely not the weakest. I did have a little bit of an ego boost tonight too. I had I had 4 people tell me, solid, different things, but it was generally, hey, it's nice, way to go, it's a lot of weight. Even had this high school kid ask if he could help me take the weights off on the leg press on the right side. So definitely say yes, because that's a lot. That was 8 plates. 8 plates to take off. So that was nice. To be fair though, I did kind of go off at this kid and his buddy earlier at the gym tonight. They were staring over, and it looked like they were staring at me and talking. It's like, you guys got a problem? You guys good? And they didn't say anything. They started muttering to themselves, and they kept staring. It's like, called them out again. Oh no, we're looking at that guy's calves. Then later on, the other different kid is just standing there, just being an obnoxious tool. And high school kids, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're definitely learning still. And had to tell them to get out of the gym or act right or get out, So that kind of pumped me up. I was pretty, that was before squats too. So I was pretty angry, ready. And I think that's why I did pretty good on squats tonight. But my word for the day is composure. Know how to compose yourself. If you're out in public, don't be throwing the middle finger up or talking about people unless you're kind of waiting for something to happen, because it's really ridiculous. And I talk about this with my son a lot. Composure. You got to know how to act in every situation. There's different ways to act depending on what your surroundings are. There's a time to not mess around. There's a time to mess around. And there's a time for right in the middle. There really is. But I think in a packed gym late in the evening, I don't think that's the time, man. If you're getting, and not to mention too, I've seen this kid in there a lot, and just, you don't do anything, hits a couple lifts and that's it. And I get it, everyone's starting out new, but composure, right? You act a different way when you're going to meet your girlfriend's parents for the first time than you would act with all of your buddies out just by yourselves. You act a different way when you go to the church than how you would act on a bright, sunny summer day. And it's not because you're fake. It's because you know how to act. some people don't understand those cues, don't understand that. And I dare to say that if you don't understand that, then it's going to be a tough life. Mosiah, in the Book of Mormon, the Book of Mosiah, chapters 1 through 3 are really neat because it's when King Benjamin is teaching to everybody, and he builds this big tower so that people could hear him, because people came from all over and pitched their tents. Now, I dare to say, I wasn't there, but I dare to say that those people that were willing to go and pitch tents for days to sit and listen to the prophet probably acted a different way than they would have in their own homes. I dare to say that. It just makes sense. If the President of the United States was to walk into your house, you're not going to be a crazy whatever. You're gonna act different. If Jesus Christ was to walk into your house, you're gonna act different. And you're not gonna be able to act different unless you've learned that respect. Unless you've learned that composure that you need in your life. Now, I am not a perfect example of composure. I lost my composure tonight on that kid, truthfully. And shouldn't have. I reached out to the gym manager, let him know what happened, just so he knew on my end. But I did lose composure. I tend to lose my composure with my kids sometimes too. So I am not a perfect example of it. I try to be better each and every day, though. I think that's all that we can really hope for, is to be better, even if it's just by 1%, 0.1% each day. Because that's progress. And progress is what's going to get you to heaven. Progress is what's going to help you to excel and exceed in this life. Composure. Stay strong.